What's going on everyone, Jon Venus here. Today I have a new topic video for you guys and I'm gonna be talking about why I disliked vegans. So a lot of you guys know this, but about 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, my brother actually went vegan, and that was the first time I ever heard about veganism and vegan people and stuff like that. I didn't go into detail with it. I was ignoring my brother. I didn't want to hear anything about it. It was a disappointment to me. I made a video about this before, but basically I hated the fact that he was disowning culture, our favorite foods, which are always Brazilian barbecues. So I was shocked and pissed off. So for a very long time I had a very negative perspective and negative attitude towards vegans. I basically used to think that they were just weirdos. I just thought they were some hippies, dancing around the fire, praying to trees and shit like that. That's what I thought it was. So that was one of the reasons. I just thought they were some crazy people high on psychedelics or something. So at some point I think I saw a video on YouTube because I was searching vegan on YouTube to find out what the hell this thing was. And at that time, when you type vegan on YouTube, the most popular pages, I'm not gonna say their names, but their channels were really bad. And I saw these videos and I was further repelled. I was like, these guys are dicks and I don't want to have anything to do with this. If this is what vegan means, fuck this shit. I'm never gonna be someone like this. So that's also one of the reasons why I disliked vegans in the beginning, because I saw a couple of videos and they were just full of hate, just seemed so arrogant, and they thought they knew about everything. So that's the vibe I got from that. So I started thinking that vegans were all like that, assholes. Another reason why I disliked vegans in the beginning was because I felt like they were attacking people for their own choices. And I hated the fact that people criticize others for what they put in their bodies. In my mind, if someone decides to smoke cigarettes, if someone decides to drink alcohol every single day, that's up to them as long as they're only damaging their own bodies. In my mind, I was eating clean, healthy meat and eggs and cottage cheese and stuff like that. So that was healthy stuff, and I decide what to put in my body. And who the hell are you to say what is right and what is wrong for me to put inside my body? Since I was into fitness and everything, I just out of curiosity, because my brother is also into fitness and sports, I was kind of worried for him, thinking that he would lose all the muscle mass and just be unhealthy. So I disliked the idea of being vegan because I thought it would be extremely unhealthy, because you wouldn't be able to get adequate protein, iron, blah blah blah. Obviously we all know that's bullshit right now. And since I'm into fitness, obviously I thought that would be the worst possible thing to do to yourself. You just, waste years of hard work, basically trading your time for a piece of lettuce. And the YouTubers that I was looking at were really skinny without muscle mass, so I was like, yes, that's how you look like if you only eat lettuce and tomatoes. At that point I was just like, fuck this shit, these people are out of their minds. I don't want anything to do with these people. Close the laptop down, that's it. I didn't look at anything else, I didn't research anything for a long time. So some time passed and I kind of got used to the idea that, my brother Leo was vegan, and I just kind of gave up. I thought it was just gonna be a little phase, that he was just doing it as an experiment, whatever, that it would eventually pass, that he would come to his senses. But it didn't happen, and about a year passed and he wasn't really hating on me or anything like that. He was just like, recommending some documentary. I ignored it at first, but at some point, I watched a documentary called Earthlings. I'm still exactly the same person with the exact same mindset, but my perspective has completely changed. As a meat eater, usually there is actually no, relationship with the food that you're eating. Meat obviously is just food, and I didn't really connect, and most people don't connect who eat meat, that the thing that you're eating is actually a piece of muscle with veins, tendons and ligaments and fat and pieces of skin attached to it, that has been raised in an unethical way and grown unnaturally to a full-size pig or a cow or whatever, just to be slaughtered, having a miserable life, just to satisfy our taste buds. Once I saw the ethical bit, I was really shocked and put back, and I remember just being really pissed off, not because of the industry, not because of, how things work. I was just pissed off because, I couldn't allow myself, to ignore this. I'm always about being the best version of myself. I'm always about doing what's right, what I feel is right in my heart. And for me, eating meat was right because I wanted to be strong, because that's just the way it's always been, that's just the way it's always gonna be. And you know, after seeing that, I just couldn't put it away. I wouldn't feel like I'm actually, you know, an open-minded person and a person who's striving to be the best version of myself if I just put it away and turn a blind eye. So basically, I just sat there for hours with my girlfriend Catherine, and we were both shocked, and I was really worried, you know, about, you know, what the fuck is gonna happen to me now, because I'm not gonna ignore this shit. But at the same time, I don't want to be vegan because of my negative perspective towards this weird group of people that I knew nothing about and didn't even research. I just couldn't accept what I just saw. The slaughter was really graphic, really horrible. And as an animal lover that I always considered myself my whole life, I kind of got a new perspective, actually seeing these animals and seeing, you know, the look into their eyes of fear and the panic. You kind of see that they are looking at us as humans, as demons, as these evil people who, you know, if they chose to, they could eat something else, but they're choosing to raise pigs who are as intelligent as dogs and impregnating cows to give birth so that they can, you know, produce milk, taking away their calves when they're just a couple days old and putting them in a dark space to slaughter them for meat products. It was pretty shocking. I had no idea, and I would say that, you know, I tried to stay away from it, from this information for a long time, just focusing on the negative side of veganism, on the negative people. I took it too personally to be able to see things with an open mind and a neutral perspective, and that's what I started doing. I was really scared I was gonna lose muscle, whatever, but at the same time, I just couldn't really give my money to these horrible companies doing these horrible things to animals. So I went vegan myself, and I realized that the problems that I thought were problems were not problems at all. You know, I didn't crave these foods. I didn't get sick of protein deficiencies. I started making more gains than ever before, and you know, just doing more and more research about health, ethics, environment was also one of the things that blew my mind. You know, how much the animal industry is impacting our environment and attributing to global warming, greenhouse gases. And you know, the more I researched, the less arguments I could find against veganism, and I just knew that, you know, this was a path that I had to stick to my entire life, because there is no other way that I can justify living my life, because I want to do things right. I want to do what I feel is best in my heart, and I think a lot of people want to do the same thing, but they're kind of scared, like I was, to take the first step into looking deep into the issues and sitting yourself down with an open mind, open perspective, neutral perspective, and actually reconsidering everything. What is actually right and wrong in your mind, without letting your past experiences and your knowledge of everything you've learned up to this point affect your view on things. And once you get to that neutral zone, that open-mindedness, you'll realize that common sense and your own thoughts are more powerful than culture. And I encourage everyone to give themselves a chance to actually analyze and decide for yourself what you feel is right in your heart. And I hated vegans, I hated the fact of doing this, but once you actually open your mind, everything will change, and it's not a hard thing to do. It's not difficult at all. So anyway guys, that's it. Please share this video with people that could find this information useful. You know, coming from a hardcore meat fan, you know, hating vegans, I think a lot of people can relate, because I was just like the people who are attacking me for being vegan right now. So send this video to your friends. Don't forget to click the like button. It really helps a lot. And leave a comment, very important. So anyway guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. A lot more videos to come as always. I'll see you very soon. Peace out.